Guys, Keeps Trades. Today is June 10th, and we know the market hasn't been the best. Yesterday, 23-point stop loss. Overnight, we caught a nice win. I'm going to go over. And then today, caught another nice win and called it a day. So the overnight win, we had our boy Caesar take this, right, monster trade. I wasn't able to catch that trade, but I did play a scalp. And I called my targets, right? I said we should run to 890s, knew a high a day. And then we were talking and talking. We could look for 936, and I said it's headed straight for a previous week's high. This is at 6:24 p.m. and it ended up hitting. I took a nice scalp on there for 690 profit. So let's go over that real quick. Right, this is overnight session. This is Monday, and we open on Tuesday, right? So Caesar took a nice inverse 5-minute setup here. As you can see, we sweep out the consolidation low. And then we inversed this 5-minute fair value gap. Again, our 890 target is just day's high. That's why I said new high a day. And then the target I played my scalp for was at, we said here, 934, 936-ish, which was going to be that previous week's high. As you can see, just aggressive buying all the way through. Classic model for us. We internally swept. Failed to find buying. We took an inverse. Nice power of 3 long. TP was hit here. I grabbed my scalp, playing a break of the previous week's high. So that was that trade. But into today. Today was a fairly simple day. And I gave out my plan here. The chat. So we sold off, we found a reversal. I said if we continue to respect bullish and find buying, I'd like to see 21,931 and then pre-market high 21,973. I gave my short plan as well. All right, so looking for a respective bearish, we're looking for how the market's going to play. Right, so coming pre-market targets, right, that 894, or my fault, 931 and 21,973. Right, those targets rested very higher. Boom and boom. So these got hit end of day. My thought process behind these two targets. Obviously, we know pre-market high, overnight high, whatever you want to call it. 930, this 5-minute high. But why do I pick that random high? Because it is a 15-minute high to fill a 15-minute imbalance. And that high played a ridiculous short trade as well. So coming into the day's action, what did I see for what I said? If we continue to respect bullish and find buying. We had a 15-minute fair value gap here off the open. As you can see on the 5-minute chart, we actually disrespected the 5-minute, right? We inversed it. So why did I not want to see short? Simple. I need more data. So I was waiting to see, if we respected this bearish fair value gap, we can likely catch a short. But if we inverse that, which we did, that means what? We faked out the 5-minute, never found selling pressure. Higher time frames are number one. We're still holding on the 15-minute. So I said to members, once we inverse, I like the longs. Boom, long. And then our TP, again, we had TPs way higher. Understanding conditions, understanding the market, how it's been. Am I going to look for 931 and go for a 90-point huge trade? Probably not. What did I do? Play the nearest internal high. Boom. And we played the break of this level. I ended up getting filled at 84. And I got my scale at 74. We moved our stop loss. Again, the usual stop loss would be placed at 826. Had a feeling it could come back to the 15, so I just placed my stop at 820. Never got triggered. We hit 74s, 30-point scale break even. Moved stop loss to break even, and it instantly came crashing down break even. Right? But the targets ended up getting hit end of day, but the market was just not there. Coming into another potential setup that I saw. Which was from the 15-minute, right? My 15-minute high to fill the 15-minute balance, right? We hit that high around the dot, found our selling pressure. So we know if we find selling pressure, what are our likely nearest targets? We're not looking for a new low. We're bullish. We're looking for a price. Can see short target into this 15 minute, into this 15 minute. Coming on the 5 minute. What did we see? Any places to inverse? No. So with that data, we can look at a potential early entry, which for me would be at this inverse. Boom. Or playing more confluence, you can take it off of a 2 minute. The 2 minute time frame, we can see this is a lot more confluence, because we can see the inverse of a bullish 2 minute in the formation of a bearish. So I would have likely played my trade at the inverse or the bearish. Again, stop loss is usually here. This market, no. My stop loss would have likely been placed above this high around here. So you're looking at about a 21 point risk to profit 24 to 40 points. And then we ended up having an end of day model. I did not check it yet, but I'm pretty sure I can find it. Yep, it's going to be a 5 minute fair value gap respect. Again, you would wait for what? How do I know when buyers want to step up? Inverse of a 5 minute, respect of that inverse. Respect of a bullish. Yes, we have a bearish above, and you could have definitely waited for the inverse and played it here. In terms of my model, I wouldn't have got entry. So what I would have to do, wait for the inverse 5 minute, get my longs here, or potentially here. What are my targets? We never fill this 15 minute imbalance. So my first target is going to be that 15 minute imbalance. And then after we hit that target, what is our next likely target? Zooming out, pre-market high, as you can see, 931, bing, 973 hits, right? Markets are choppy, markets are tough. You're going to take more losses. But if you stay patient, stay disciplined, wait for your model, wait for a little bit of extra confluence, it's going to work out, right? Lost Monday, made it back overnight, and pushed it green even more today. Nice buffer cushion for CPI and whatnot. But hopefully we see better action. But that's going to be it for June 10th trade recap video. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you want to join the Discord, we have a link in the bio. We'd be happy to have any and all new members. Until next time, guys. Peace out.